Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving.
You tell him, Smitten. Hi, it is time to play more Slay the Princess. Last video, the entity said that we had one more vessel to bring her, so this video might be the end of the game. I don't really want it to end, but I also want to know what the ending will be. So let's go, let's dive in. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Let's get into it. This might be the end of the game. Let's enter without bringing it.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Oh, softly?
Hello?
Oh.
Is someone there? Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She barely hesitates as she rips her flesh from her bone. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here.
There it is.
But if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Do we just try to slay her? Let's try to slay.
Without hesitation,
Oh, God.
bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. The wound drives her to the ground.
Well, this is very different. I don't think we've actually slayed this princess personality.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
Oh, the meek princess was just a facade, huh?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure.
Except throw swords out of her arms. But that's in chapter 2.
Don't waver now.
Ah!
You ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow. She lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Whoa. So the fact that she was willing to bite herself out, she's like part animal in this. What?
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Give up, finish the job, run for the stairs and lock her in the basement. Maybe she'll bleed out. Finish the job.
You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job. You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards
That's
you.
just so startling, that drawing. Oh my god.
The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons. And then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get to the last vessel. I freed you like 3 times before I ever slayed you.
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The witch? Yay! I love witches!
You're on a path in the woods.
Which voice? Which voice?
Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Huh. I wouldn't expect the opportunist. Okay. I really wouldn't expect the opportunist when we both died together. I would have expected stubborn.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood.
It's so
that,
witchy, like a
almost as if
witch
by
cabin in the
accident,
forest.
just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I love it. Let's approach the mirror, because we always do.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Let's take the blade with us.
You take the blade from the shelf.
I love this cabin. There's no table. It's all just vines and branches. Like a witch cabin in the woods. I love it.
Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing
just
a
a
staircase
branch
dug into the
tunnel.
muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
Oh, they're so cool looking.
The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below.
Ooh.
It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Skitters up? Oh.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Oh, I'm so excited to see the witch princess. Ah! Hello.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
This is the fastest she's ever said that she remembers chapter 1. Oh,
She must have you confused with someone else.
shut up, narrator.
She seems friendly enough.
Friendly enough.
Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Yes, I love all the dialogue.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
She has a tail. So she's not really a witch, she's more like a druid or something. Like she's part animal.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I'm sorry about last time. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I'm sure you've made mistakes. Don't worry, the blade isn't for you, or not for killing you. We've got to get you out somehow, right? I get the sense that you're not happy with me. You scared me, okay? When you started gnawing your arm off, it scared me. So I stabbed you. Things got out of hand. That was funny. Look, I know, things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here? I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of goodwill. Give her the blade. Oh, that's interesting. I don't trust you. Not enough to free you, and definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving. Bye. Leave her in the basement. I'd like to be straightforward with my intentions. I didn't care for how you treated me last time, and I think you might be a danger to the world. I'm going to attack you now. Slay the princess. Slay the princess without saying anything. I'm gonna say, you scared me, okay? When you started gnawing your arm off, it scared me, so I stabbed you. Things got out of hand.
Things did get out of hand, didn't they? But it's hard to let bygones be bygones when they led to murder. And you started it.
I did not! I'm sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
I get the sense that you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Look, I know. Things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all, and unfortunately you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of goodwill. Give her the blade. I'm just so curious what would happen if I gave her the blade.
You can't be serious. Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no. As do I.
I don't care what you guys vote.
I, abstain. You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
This isn't a democracy. We're giving her the blade.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
I want to be friends.
You hear a clanging of metal against the dirt floor, and the chains fall from the princess's wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart. It's a shame we just gave her a weapon, because if I were her, I'd use it on us right now. Luckily for us, you're not her. Oh, we sure think alike, though. I can promise you that. Whatever you say next, you better make it count. She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
That's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time and I regret it, so now it's your time to choose. We're both scared and we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. We can be better than this. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do it. If you're like someone I know, you're probably going to kill me. Remain silent. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do it.
She pulls back, clearly caught off guard by whatever nonsense you just said to her. I thought it was nice. Whether it's nice depends on if we meant it. We didn't mean it. Did we?
I did.
If you were lying, we'd all know. But unfortunately, you weren't lying.
What? What do you mean by that? What kind of game are you playing?
A romance game.
My love! The look of surprise that momentarily softened her features vanishes as she steels her nerves.
Oh.
And then
Really?
she buries the blade in your heart.
I expected more from you.
What? No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
Ooh. Oh, I love this drawing, how it like goes in and out of focus. Ooh, it's so cool.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Oh.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Thorn. Yes, we're getting more than 2 chapters. Woo!
You're on a path in the woods. I can't believe she actually stabbed us.
I can't either. Look, our path is different and everything. Time to find out if this is actually the end of the game.
I told you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around to bite us. I voted against it.
Your votes are meaningless. Only I make decisions.
Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out. I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument. Oh, you're far from being on the right side of anything.
Smitten!
You're fixated on the past, whereas what you should be is fixated on the future.
Smitten, smitten, smitten. My favorite of the voices. Yes!
Oh, a visionary. I like it. Tell me more. Gladly, my dear fellow. By cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey to something so much deeper. I like journeys. Traveling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable. Now, where are we off to? Well, if we're lucky, it's a journey to love. She hates us. Does she? She hesitated before stabbing us to death. There might just be a kernel of affection in that angry, angry heart.
Yay, I've missed Smitten.
As ridiculous as this guy is, maybe he has a point. I don't know if I necessarily buy into his whole love journey thing, but...
I want to romance the princess. I want this to be a love story like it told us it was. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story.
Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change, so maybe she'll realise that things don't have to end in violence. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another try, exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
Whatever, narrator.
It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom.
Wait, how did he do that? To freedom.
Oh, are you now?
Yep.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin.
Even this looks
I
different.
think it's clear where everyone stands at this point.
This does feel like the end of the game. The landscaping outside the cabin is changing.
I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that
Not
matters.
true. My position is the only one that matters.
The interior of
What?
the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore.
Oh my god.
Burned out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here. Charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain. The promise of new life in the wreckage of the old.
This is so cool. Look! The flowers are color. Everything has been black and white except for blood, and now there are really pretty red flowers.
The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table. A pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade.
Oh my god.
Why isn't there a pristine blade?
The blade isn't here?
We gave it to her last time.
Oh my god.
She can't still have it, can she?
That is so cool. She still has it?
Well, it's not here. And if she has it, if she does have it, that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We've already shown her our heart. Now she has to show us hers. You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror And behold our handsome features. It went away when we touched it last time. You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing? Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it?
Let's go.
Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us. You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below.
Darkness?
The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty
Oh,
ash.
so cool.
The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease. At least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
What?
I can't get away from you, can I? We kill each other and you come back.
Yep.
You let me kill you and you come back.
Yep.
I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
Romance. I have Smitten with me. I just want to talk. Really talk.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation.
Is she still injured too?
At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me?
No.
Are you here to watch me suffer?
No.
Are you here to laugh?
I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you if you'll let me.
I want to trust you, but you're hiding something, aren't you?
No?
Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us, but it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
You've killed me like 10 times.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Yeah. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
We don't need words to send a message. It is through action that we can show her our adoration, our devotion, our kindness.
Can I take the blade now?
Her eyes briefly meet yours, then dart back to the floor. She hangs her head in resignation.
Okay.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms. She trusts us. She trusts us. Doesn't that set your heart aflutter?
This isn't trust. This is resignation.
Yeah, a little. It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good. Like we're special to her. We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings.
I like that even her crown is a thorny vine.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or, hear me out, we slay her.
What the hell,
right
opportunist?
Here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
I don't like him. I don't like the opportunist voice.
That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him. I see that the lines have been drawn. It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2.
Narrator, you don't count.
You don't count.
Oh my god! I love when we say the same thing. That hasn't happened since Stubborn and I.
What if he's telling the truth?
He's not.
He isn't.
Oh, this is great.
And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
Nope.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Yes. What a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision.
Seriously, though.
I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess.
Opportunist might be my least favorite voice.
Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion.
And Smitten will always be my favorite.
That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her. And I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now. One of the good guys. Take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. She flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade. Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip.
Tell him, Smitten.
You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning.
Flip-flopper.
The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
I hate you too, narrator.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Yeah.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
Can we? Oh my god.
Can we actually do that? No, you can't. Absolutely not. You know as well as I do that we can.
Oh, Smitten.
Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic kiss? You lean in and you kiss her.
Oh my god.
And she reciprocates enthusiastically. You kiss. It's done. Are you happy now?
Yes, I am.
Come on now, this is the big moment. You can do better than that. Ugh, fine. You and the princess lock eyes and stare deep into each other's souls with all the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion. Are you making fun of us? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection. Please. I think he actually likes romance. If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment for the rest of time. Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now. He's making fun of us. It doesn't matter either way, because this is good stuff. I'm aware of my skills. But unfortunately for you, the moment doesn't last forever. You open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion, I suppose.
That was nice.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs.
I love her dress. Her dress is also made out of vines. Oh, this outfit's cool.
Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out. Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Mm-hmm. Step into the thorns.
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield.
Yay!
Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this? Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving.
You tell him, Smitten.
We'll weave something new together. Something better. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Aww. Yay! I hope it actually works. But we'll probably just see the entity now. Step into your freedom.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day. You irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now?
How romantic, the flowers and the stars.
Where's everything going?
Ugh, I knew it. Here comes the entity.
Why is it so cold?
You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again.
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right? If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence, you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. What's it gonna be this time? You are nothing at all? You are nothing at all, and there's no reflection. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
What the? A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image of the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. What? What? So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you a part of me, or are you something else? I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along?
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Oh. Can I just attack him? Destroy the mirror. Oh, let's destroy the mirror. Let's go. You have heard enough. You already know what you are. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. What? Proceed to the cabin one last time? When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to? There's nothing for you to find? What? No. What?
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Oh my god.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
What?
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Well, I'm definitely gonna open the final doors. Do I really have that kind of choice? There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
Free yourself? Oh my gosh. Okay, free yourself. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings. I have wings? Spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Take her hand. What? There's color and stars and plants and...
It's magnificent.
It is. There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality, something that simply is. Step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. This is so different than what I expected. Oh my god, this is so cool. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Aww. Slay the Princess, created by Tony Howard and Abby something. Abby Howard. We finished the game! We finished it! Amelia Jones, incredible vocals. It was my favorite part of talking to the entity was your singing. Good job. Oh my god, we finished the game! That was amazing! I loved that game. Thank you so much for experiencing this game with me. Comment down below, what did you think? Did you like the ending? It was totally different than anything that I expected. It was so pretty. Ugh, and I love that it was like we were in love the whole time and we're together now and like we went home together and we won't know fear anymore and we won't be alone. I love that. What a great ending. So sweet and romantic. I loved it. I loved the flowers and the stars, and I loved like at the end with all the color and the star and the plants and everything. And we left with the princess when we finally went home. I loved that ending. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below, please subscribe, and thank you for experiencing this game with me. I loved it. Bye. I want to romance the princess.
I don't know what you want from me.
Romance.
Kiss her! Kiss her now before the moment ends. Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic kiss? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could. I love you. It's magnificent.
It is.
I love you.
My love!